What's up, bros and hoes? Whatever floats your goat. It's your boy Relentless, bringing you a brand new edition and a brand new episode of Division Builds. And today I bring you the Immortal. Now, in 1.4, I also did this build and deemed it the Wolverine for its regeneration of health properties. But this version, I think I stepped it up a notch. It's by no means been maxed, but it's probably 95% there. I just need different performance mods, and then it'll be right on point and right on par. And the whole premise of this build is basically a whole lot of crit chance, and also retaining that health and the damage you take, instantly receiving it back in return. So let's just jump right into the build, and we'll discuss and go over everything. Okay, as you can see, 3 Alpha Bridge, 3 Nomad. Let's go over the talents for the Alpha Bridge. For the 3-piece, you get 2-piece 100% health regen, and then plus you get a 5% weapon damage bonus. Now for the Nomad, you get 15% health on a kill, and the 3rd piece grants a constant small amount of healing, allowing the user to regenerate all segments of the health bar during combat. So the whole premise of this build is, while taking damage or just popping in and out of cover, since it's a cover-based shooter, you're constantly going to be regenerating your health. Now the weapons of choice, I have the converted SMG-9 with Sustained, Vicious, and Fierce. And I focused primarily on crit chance here. Instead of Sustained, I tried to roll Self-Preserved. I rolled it multiple times and still could not get it, but if all possible, if you can get Self-Preserved in this first slot or in any slot, it will make this build much more viable. Because we all know Self-Preserved crit hits return to you as healing when you hit crits on an opponent or enemy. So let's move on into the gear. 1268 firearms, excellent roll on firearms on my Alpha Bridge. Chest piece, 3148 armor, 5% health on a kill, 1201 extra armor, 48% ammo capacity, and its mod slots 262 stamina and 272 armor, with another 261 stamina and another 271 armor. Moving on to the mask, which is Nomad at 959. Also a good armor roll, base armor. It can only go to 1001. So as close as you can get to 1001 with great stats is what you're looking for. As you can see, also another great roll in firearms, which is 1268 with 4% crit hit chance and 8% enemy armor damage. In its mod slot, I have 261 stamina and 271 armor. Moving on to the knee pads. The knee pads, great stamina roll, also with 1243 in armor, increased kill XP, which is really insignificant unless you're farming for proficiency caches or doing the whole Bullet King cheese and making Bullet King a loot cave, but that's another topic and for another vid. Also 31% disorient resistance and 11.5% enemy armor damage. And the mod slots, I have 261 stamina and 271 armor with a 4% support station healing speed. I've searched high and low, and all I was able to find was these purple 4% support station healing speeds, and it'll work. I think I was able to find one high-end gold one, which you'll see here in a second, but the better the support station healing speed you can find would make this build even more viable. Now moving on to the backpack, Nomad backpack, good armor, burn resistance. I would prefer ammo capacity and the minor attributes, but as long as you have at least one gear piece, whether it be the chest piece or the backpack with ammo capacity, works out well. And this 16% burn resistance does come in handy when going against the flame turrets. In its mod slots, I have 261 stamina, 271 armor, 4% support station healing speed, and 6% first aid self-heal. Moving on to the gloves, I have Alpha Bridge gloves, 1241 and firearms, 923 armor, which is a decent armor roll. Also, like before, is on the mask. 1001 is the main base armor for your gloves, and it comes with damage to elites, crit hit chance, and assault rifle damage. Now, I prefer crit hit damage, and either assault rifle damage or your weapon of choice, SMG damage, whichever you can get those main talents on, which is self-preserved, possibly sustained, or like I have on my SMG. Any of those 3 to 4 would be great for this build. Moving on to the holster, 1262 firearms, 1265 stamina, and 1236 in electronics. Great rolls across the board, and also with 640 armor. And then the way of the performance mod slot, another 4% support station healing speed. So that's a total of 16% healing speed going toward the immunizer. As you can see, 308 KTPS. I'm using my Bay, the lightweight M4, base damage 19.6. That's without the bonus 5% coming from the Alpha Bridge. And its talents are brutal, responsive, and fierce. And its optics and its magazine, it's all been the same as it has been. 106% magazine size, 4% crit hit damage, 3% crit hit chance, and the VX1 scope, 17.5% headshot damage, 3% crit hit chance, 4% critical hit damage. Large muzzle, 17.5% headshot damage, 2.5% crit hit chance, 4% crit hit damage, and 47% reduced threat. In the large underbarrel, 18% crit hit damage, 2% accuracy, and 2.5% stability. Now also, if you wanted a company such as like this Infantry MG5 with Vicious, Destructive, and Determined, which is killing a target reduces skill cooldowns by 7.5%. So if you can get an AR, I'd say with either like Fierce, Self-Preserved, Sustained, to go along with this build, it would work out even better. Or would it be a Infantry MG5, or like this Tactical Sausage I have down here as a backup with Responsive, Brutal, and Self-Preserved. And as you can see, Self-Preserved crit hits with this weapon heal the user for 3% of damage dealt. I would love to have get that on an M4. I have been unlucky so far and haven't been able to roll that on any AR. I think the RNG gods are completely against me when trying to roll that. And also would like Self-Preserved other than Sustained, but Sustained comes in second place and is real nice when accompanied and goes hand in hand along with this build. Going on to my character sheet for the AR, 22.5% crit hit chance, 55% crit hit damage, 122% headshot damage, with 39.5% enemy armor damage. Now basically I'll be using this SMG9 more or less because of the sustained and the crit chance that accompany with it. And without pulse or anything, as you can see, I'm at 37.5%. Now at 37.5%, if I had self-preserved, then 3% of that will be returned in healing. So I would be critting a lot, especially if running in a team, and one of your teammates will be running pulse, even with a base pulse. That puts me almost at pulse, the crit hit chance cap. So therefore, I'm going to be critting a lot, and if I had self-preserved in that slot, then basically, in turn, I would be getting a lot of health in return at that. With 60% crit hit damage and 55% headshot damage. Moving on, 26% health on a kill. Also goes hand in hand with this build. So you're not only getting the health on the kill from the Nomad, but you are also getting the health on a kill from the Sustained. And just with the SMG, with all the baked in enemy armor damage, if you can get that on any gear as your minor attribute, the more the merrier, whether it be SMGs, the ARs already have it built in, but the more you can stack upon that, the better it is, because it works both in PvP and in PvE. Now, moving on to my survivability, as you can see, my health pool is 187,740. My armor is 53.77% weapon damage, and my health regen is a whopping 18,774. Now, with that being said, I can take a lot of damage. I'm pretty tanky, even though it only says 406k toughness. Between the armor mitigation, I can easily reroll a piece of gear from firearms to stamina because, as you can see, I'm at 5984 in firearms. But if you're able to reroll that, basically all you need is the base of around 5,000 firearms, and then you can stack on the rest into stamina. Unfortunately, the pieces that I had to reroll armor multiple times just to get those great numbers on them. So unfortunately, I was unable to do so. So that's why I have the 261 and 271 stamina mods in each and every slot. But if you're able to do so, please do that. Around 5,000 firearms is all you'll need. And then the rest, that 984 around abouts, if you apply that to stamina, then that's going to put you at around 420k to 425k toughness, which makes you extra tanky. So therefore, when you're taking damage and you're dishing out damage, you're going to be in return gaining your health and your heals all at the same time. And basically, when you drop your immunizer or support station, as you will see here, you're going to be constantly getting that health immediately right back in turn. And if you happen to need to pop into cover, that health, the 100% health regen will kick in twice as fast, and that slow heal coming from the Nomad will also help boost your health and continue to grow. So basically, you are immortal when standing in it. Now keep in mind, also when it goes down, such as the Infantry MG5 that I have on there, that has Determined, also helps out real nice. If you could also have it on a weapon, I mean, there's different variables that come into play, but it also gives you a 7.5% cooldown on your skills, and also can make sure you have on triage, so that way when your health station does go down, you can immediately have it right back up. As you can see, its cooldown is 36 seconds, so therefore when it goes out, be sure to triage your teammates as much as possible. Whether it be soda or if you have Determined, kill a couple targets, immediately get it back, drop it, and rinse and repeat. Now you can also bump your skills up to also have your health for your station, your support station, to that way it can take more damage and last longer. But also it's all about placement. Place it in a position to where it's not going to be coming under enemy fire as quick as it normally is. So don't put it right out in the open. Put it in a less obvious spot. And stay within that circle, and also with the additional healing speed performance mods put in it, the better ones you can get, the faster your healing speed, and it not only helps you out but also your teammates. So if you're solo or playing in a group, use whatever is best suited for your playstyle. Immunizer is also a great one because of the flame turret, shock turrets, therefore you're immune to all that. And also, you're still gaining health in return. So this is why I call this the Immortal build. Keep in mind, you can switch out different weapons to whatever your preference is, whatever you're best suited for. There's many things that can be improved upon, but not so much. Basically, just when it comes to if you want to be a little more tanky, or if you choose to have a little more skill power to make your support station even stronger. But basically, just stay inside your immunizer and dish out damage and continually heal yourself when inflicting damage and taking damage yourself. But that's it. That's what I have. It works out really well. Stay tuned for some gameplay afterwards, for some demonstration. And also, if you enjoyed this build and you like these thinking outside the box, outside of the norm, not your cookie cutter builds that everybody else is using, please ground and pound that thumbs up button. All your support is very much appreciated. And also, if you're new to the channel or just happen to scroll across of it and found it interesting, any subs would be greatly appreciated. And thank you so much. And as always, leave your comments in the section below on different build ideas that you'd like to see, different things you'd like tested, or different challenges you'd like to see be performed in the Dark Zone. And as always, stay tuned for Rogue Fridays and our Rogue Shenanigans. But this is your boy Relentless, and we'll see you guys.